Are low-cost airlines really that cheap by the time you've added on all those extra charges that they're known for?
Welcome to Houston Intercontinental Airport. Time to go and see what we get for our first class fare effectively on Spirit Airlines. So the first thing that I've bought extra I'm going to be using today is my checked bag. I'm going to check in a sausage, and it's a proper one as well. Alright, they won't let me check in my sausage. Apparently it's not packaged properly. I look like a fool now as I go through security going through TSA with a sausage.
The queue for security today was absolutely massive and presumably wouldn't be helped by a guy trying to smuggle a huge sausage on board, but thankfully with my clear and pre-check I skipped the line and got straight through, until of course my sausage was spotted by the security staff.
Security there, they thought it was a deadly weapon, so I got pulled aside at TSA for extra screening of my sausage.
It was time to head down the jet bridge to begin my journey on the Yellow Peril.
Alright then, welcome on board the Spirit Airlines A320 today. I am in the best seat on the plane. This is called the big front seat. It's a Spirit Airlines seat. There's just more legroom and a bit more padding in the seat so you don't get a numb.
Eventually though, the doors were closed, we pushed back from the gate and got on our way for our flight up to Chicago. Flight time today was 1 hour and 59 minutes, cruising at 37,000 feet.
Right then, airborne from Houston, heading north now to Chicago. I've just had an offer come up to buy some Wi-Fi on my flight. So $15.99 I just paid for the Wi-Fi, which is about double roughly what you pay for on United. So of course we have to buy everything we can, and everything on board this flight meal wise is buy on board. So I've paid $8 for a coffee and a muffin, and it's not just any muffin, it's a Spunkmeyer muffin.
As we started our approach into Chicago, I was pleased that my ride on Spirit was almost over, even if I couldn't help thinking how I could have been paying less money and be on board a United first class flight right now. So then, what was the final tally for flying on Spirit Airlines, and how does it compare to a first-class flight on United on the same day? Well, the base fare is of course quite different, but then pretty much everything else after that costs extra with Spirit, making them significantly more expensive than a first-class flight on United would have been. But of course it's all relative, and if you did just want a space on a flight with no bags, no food, and well, nothing else really, well, Spirit can be quite a lot cheaper, but you do have to bear in mind that a seat on a plane is all you will get for the cheapest price.
Was it worth it? Well, probably not, because for the amount of money you pay you might as well go on an actual real airline and get real service and everything with it. And I didn't even get to check in Miss Sausage, but the good news is Miss Sausage has made it intact. Thanks so much for watching, take care, be kind, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.